G'day YouTube, it's Shane here once again, and you're watching After Midnight. And I'm just doing a very quick to the camera style vlog today. I do have a bit of the man flu, so I won't be editing this video. I'm just going to see how long I can go before coughing and spluttering and whatever. I want to say thank you to a few YouTubers, namely Raggy Ragsdale. He's pretty awesome. Do check out his channel. I have mentioned him before. He uploaded a very funny video of him reacting to a ghost or some weird goings on in his church office. Now he's like a Christian preacher, but he's beginning to be a bit more like open-minded about other people's lifestyles and things like that. So he's a great guy if you want to learn how to play guitar and the ukulele and things like that. So do pop over to his channel. The video is of him. He's just playing the ukulele, and you have to imagine he's there by himself, and it's after midnight, and all of a sudden he stops playing, and there's a ding coming from a Hindu prayer bowl, and you hear it quite clearly. And he also claims that he heard like the strumming of like a guitar as well, but that's not recorded on the video. Anyway, you just see him just react in a way that if it was fake, you wouldn't do that. He just very quickly takes off his microphone, puts the guitar down, and then very quickly says, "Oh, well, that's it for today, rah rah." And it's like the funniest thing. But I believe him. I believe that something happened, and that was out of his control. I don't know whether it was paranormal or it was just a coincidence or whatever, but it's worth checking out that video, and I may post a link if I remember. Debgoodvibe is another YouTuber that I've been interacting with fairly often, and the usual gang that attends the meetings here in Adelaide, leading up to like a big YouTube gathering, which I think there's another little meetup next weekend, and I'm looking forward to that. I hope I don't have any assignments or anything due then, but we'll see what happens, and I should hopefully be there and on time this time. If you are interested in attending the little mini meetup, the meetup is at 1 o'clock this Saturday at 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock this Saturday at the Mall's Bowls in Rundle Mall. So do pop along and meet up with us there. And what else? Oh, I had a really interesting story to tell, and it had to do with me being sick. On Friday, I had to go into uni up at McGill, and I'm split between 3 or 4 different campuses with this workload. Anyway, I needed to go because it was a tutorial session, but also to explain to my tutor that something had gone wrong with one of the projects that I was working on. And it was a long story. Anyway, I get on the bus to go to Paradise Interchange, and then from there up to McGill. And I'm sitting up the back of the bus, minding my own business, and I'm coughing and spluttering, and I cover my mouth when I have to cough or sneeze or anything like that. I try and keep my germs and whatever else to myself. That's just common decency. Anyway, there's this guy, and I'm sitting up the very back of the bus because I don't want to spread my germs or anything like that. And there's this guy sitting in the seat, one of the seats in front of me, but I'm at a 45-degree angle, like to his right, like behind him and to the right. And so there's no way like any germs or anything can get on him. Anyway, I'm coughing and spluttering, and like I'm having like basically fits of sickness. Like you just can't control it, right? Anyway, he's starting to freak out. He's becoming paranoid, right? And he turned, like, and I'm sort of leaning forward, and because I'm coughing and whatever. He turns around and he has a go at me. He's like, lean back, lean back, and for F's sake, and it's just common decency. I'm thinking, oh, okay, whatever, yeah, whatever, dude. So I move from, instead of being here, instead of being here, I move behind him, which of course is worse. If I have to sneeze or cough or whatever, it's going to be worse. So I'm holding my breath and just like breathing out slowly, just to try not to cough and whatever, till I get to the bus station. Along the way, I see this girl that I think is going to my class. So she gets on the bus and says, "Oh, is this the bus up to such and such?" And I sing out, "Yeah, this is the bus. Get on this bus." And of course, it's not her. It's not her at all. It's a mistaken identity, and I went, "Okay, that's the wrong girl." Anyway, the guy that is sitting in front of me, okay, you have to imagine this. This guy has a pink goatee. Pink goatee. He has yellow and black dreadlocks on the back of his head. Right, now I think they were like fake hair extensions or something. So yellow and black dreadlocks, bright pink goatee. Like it's a big goatee and he's dyed it pink. And he takes out his phone and he starts updating his Facebook status. And you think, and I thought, what's the bet he's going to be talking about me, right? So he starts talking about me. And I can read it. I can read it over his shoulder because I'm now sitting behind him, see? And he says, "Oh, this freak behind me on the bus, he was coughing and spluttering and sneezed on me," and like a whole heap of nonsense. I was nowhere near him. But he called me a freak. Like, this guy's got a bright pink goatee, yellow dreads, and then the dreads, they're not even his real hair. They're hair extensions, right? And you just think, oh, this guy's real loopy. This guy's a freak. I've seen him around a bit, but he's like freaky. Anyway, he does all this, just typing this, and then, because as he's typing this, right, that's when I see the girl and whatever. So then he puts in, "Oh, and he's sleazy too, and he tried to crack onto this young girl on the bus, and come and sit on my bus," and all this sort of sexual innuendo, and you're just like, this guy's just got a totally warped view of what's just happened, right? And I'm still in shock of how people can perceive certain things. But yeah, that was just like one of those weird days. But and then like, so, but to go to the extent of updating your Facebook status about this, so that's why if you were following my Facebook, you would have seen me say, "Look, I've just been called a freak by a guy with a pink beard and yellow dreads." Excuse the cough. I went as long as I could without coughing. But yeah, that's all from me today. Just a little bit of a weird story for you guys, and to update this little channel that I have here. One last thing before I go. On my other channel, for some reason there's a glitch and some of the videos aren't being monetized. So I'll have to see what's going on there. Excuse me once again. And we'll see where we go with that. So that's why I'm uploading this here. That's all for me today. Look after yourselves. Bye for now.